Righteous, righteous risings. Righteous risings. Righteous rising world. Listen, it's rough, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It's rough. It's tough. It's tough, man. We gotta keep fighting. I gotta keep fighting. You know, we all, none of us are exempt of trials and tribulations of this thing called life. You know, we gotta keep fighting. Gotta remain 10 toes down, man. Stay down until we come up. But we just gotta make sure we keep showing up. We keep showing up. I'm not saying showing up with belief doesn't come with hardships. I'm not gonna say it gets gonna be easier, because we all got challenges and obstacles and hurdles. Well, it's about how we deal with them. We all go through it. We all don't get through it though. Some of us get knocked down and we stay down. Gotta keep showing up. Gotta keep showing up, man. I know it's easier said than done. We gotta keep showing up though. It's mandatory that we continue to show up and don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. If you gotta fail your way to success, do it. But just don't give up. One thing is for sure: if you give up, you're definitely not gonna win. Now, that's for sure. If you give up, if you quit, you definitely not gonna reach your goal. But if you keep moving, you stay in motion and keep showing up, you're bound to get something in return. You're bound to get something in return. We gotta keep fighting though, man. Listen, it's not easy, man. I'm going through it. You going through it. We all going through it. But we all not getting through it. We gotta get through it. Even if you don't want to show up, you gotta show up. It's not about feelings anymore. We gotta get to the point where we pass doing it because we feel like it, or whatever, or doing it because it's comfortable. Sometimes winning is uncomfortable. Sometimes success is uncomfortable. Sometimes getting to where you gotta go, the road that leads you to your destination or your end goal, at times it's uncomfortable, but it's supposed to be uncomfortable, because how do you build character? How do you find out what you're made of if everything is comfortable? Comfortable is tricky. Comfort is tricky because comfortable, it seems it's a trap, because it seems like everything is easy, everything's going well, but there's no growth in comfort. We got to challenge ourselves to put ourselves in situations where we don't normally put ourselves, to see what we're made of. It's about facing everything and rising. It's about facing your fears head on. At one point you couldn't walk, but you kept crawling, and then eventually you began to walk, right? At one point you couldn't brush your teeth by yourself. At one point, Everything started off as scary, but eventually you got over it, and now you're walking without even thinking about it. You're brushing your teeth, whatever it is, whatever fear that you once had, you got over it at one point. Gotta keep fighting. We got to keep fighting. We gotta keep fighting. Life is not, it's not easy, but anything that's worth having doesn't come easy. We all have whatever, we all have, distractions, or things that, people, placing the things that we're used to being around, or used to hanging out at, but we know it's not helping us grow. It's not helping us to become who we need to become. And sometimes we got to separate ourselves in order to figure out who we need to become. Who are we? Not who people want me, who people want us to be, but who do we want to be? And sometimes who we want to be isn't isn't acceptable to the people that we love, or the ones that love us, because it doesn't fit their program. But this is not their life. This is your life. This is your life, man. You only get one of these things, and you don't want to be on your deathbed with a bunch of regrets of what you should have did, about thinking about the life you should have lived. Fear keeps us stagnant, keeps us mobilized. It keeps us immobilized. I mean, it keeps us stuck. It keeps us in a place where, even though we know we shouldn't be, and we know it's not helping us to become who we know we should become, or who we want to be, but it's comfortable. See, there goes that comfort word again, that comfortable word. See, we so used to sometimes being in our comfort zone that we sacrifice our own happiness. We sacrifice our own growth because of comfort, because of fear of the unknown. But you think about it, everything is unknown. When you walk out your door, you don't know what's gonna happen. Then you might plan your day a certain way, but you don't know what's going to happen. So if you think about it, everything is unknown. Once you open your eyes, everything is, you don't know how the day is gonna play. You have a plan. You plan certain things, but relatively, everything is unknown. If you think about it, everything is unknown. We take risks every day. We walk out the door. We put our life in other people's hands, or our safety in other people's hands, unknowingly every day. We get on the bus. We don't know what the bus driver been through. On the train, we don't know what the conductor been through. We go to restaurants, and we get fed by, we have strangers prepare our food, and we just hope that they're doing the right thing, or they're not doing something crazy that can harm us. It's funny how we do that willingly and unknowingly, without thought. But when it comes to changing something in our life that we can actually change and control, we let the fear stagnate us. That is very interesting. We face the unknown every day. Every day. Isn't it weird that we do that? We put our safety and our fear unknowingly in other people's hands without thought. But when it comes to something that we can control and change in our own lives, we let the fear of the unknown stagnate us, or the fear of the uncomfortability hold us back or keep us stuck. And then we use that as an excuse for why we're not growing, or why we're stuck in somewhere we don't want to be stuck in, or doing things that we know doesn't make us happy, or is not helping us grow to be who we know we want to be, or who we need to be, for whatever reason. Because we all have a purpose. You got to find yours. And everybody's purpose is the same. Your purpose is not the same as my purpose. So me looking at comparing my growth to your growth, or how fast or how slow, is is not helpful to me or you. You stop watching other people. Just focus on you, because you don't know what they're going through, or what their situation is. So you gotta stop comparing yourself. Stop watching others and focus on your growth. Focus on your improvement. Improve yourself. All we can do is improve ourselves. We can't control the outside world. What we can control is self-improvement. How we grow, how we deal with things, how we attack situations, how we get up after being knocked down, how we deal with the distractions, how we deal with the negativity, and how we control our thoughts. No one can think about this. No, if you read this for 2 seconds, think about everything that has happened in your life up to this point, the way you reacted, things that get you mad, the things that trigger you, are based on your own diagnosis, as far as your experiences, what you've been told, what you've been through, the people that have um, helped raise you. A lot of things that we react to, it's not even about it hurting us, but it's about our experiences and our programming that triggered certain things. Because if we really sit down and really just and sit in silence and think about everything that has made you mad, or things that get you upset, is really nothing no one else did. It's a part of our programming that we reacted in a certain way. No one really makes you mad. People do things that you may not like and you may not approve of, but when you think about it, why does it make you mad? It's because you're programming, because of how you were raised, how you see life, how you see things. Like, you may see a 6, I may see a 9. Who's right or who's wrong? And who's to say? It depends on how we are programmed, how we're raised, and how we experience things and how we deal with things. So it's again, we keep fighting and focus on you. Focus on you. Separate yourself from those that aren't helping you grow. Those that, because real, true friends and family, they would fuel your fire. They will want you to improve yourself, even if that means separating yourself for a little while, or not being around for a little while, because it's about you. You can't live your life for anybody else but yourself. And I know this world is so full of distractions and temptations that we get caught up in thinking, because we're alone, we're lonely, or because we want to improve ourselves, that it's selfish. No, it's not. It's not. How can you be a good mother, a good wife, a good person, a good fixture in the world, if you can't even improve yourself? How are you going to help someone else if you haven't figured out how to help yourself? That doesn't make sense. We cannot pour into everybody else before we pour into ourselves. But the way the world is, it'll have you thinking you're wrong for improving yourself. Isn't that something? We live in a time where focusing on yourself is okay. Scotland passing through. Shout out to Scotland. Shout out to Scotland on the pass through. Shout out to everybody that passed through and viewed the live or commented or shared it, whatever it is. We just up early, up before the sun, just trying to get the day started and win the morning. We gotta win the morning. Let's conquer the morning, then we can conquer the afternoon. Then before you know it, you conquered the day. You can look at it and you can write down what you conquered, the obstacles, what hurdles you got over. Well, yeah, let's keep fighting, people. Keep fighting. Keep showing up. Don't let life just beat you down and knock you down. Get up. I don't care how many times you get knocked down. You get up every time, and you get up ready to fight. You get up ready to keep fighting. You just get up. Continue to fight. Continue to show up, and show up with a purpose, with intention. Don't just be a body. Be a body willing and able to fight. Show up with intention. Show up with a meaning, man. Show up like you got a purpose, like you're supposed to be here. Because if you don't take control, if you don't control yourself and fight for something, you're gonna be fighting for something you don't want to fight for, or you can be fighting for somebody else. It's time to fight for yourself. It's time to fight for yourself. It's time to believe that you are strong enough. You are enough. I don't care what nobody tells you. I don't care what you've been through. Everything you've been through up to this point, if you think about it, you got through it. And if you're going through something now, you're going to get through it. You just got to believe that it's for a reason and see the silver lining. There's always in any negative experience or whatever dark time, there's always light or a positive balance, because that's the way the universe works. You just have to pay attention. See, sometimes we don't see it because we're looking for some shining star as a sign or something. Sometimes the sign is very small, but you have to pay attention. You have the vision to see that. Just keep fighting, man. Keep fighting. Keep showing up. It's not easy. I'm not sitting here saying it's easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, you gotta, however long it takes to improve yourself, take the time to do it. You know, take the time to do it. Spend time with yourself in silence. Figure out who you are. Control them voices in your head. You are the light. You are the driver. I don't care. You are the driver. We all have the power to control our own thoughts. Do not let your thoughts control you. You control your thoughts. We are the masters of our fate. We have more power than we choose to believe. We just have to put it to use. Put it to use. We have everything we need is right here. The power of thought. Trust me. You can think yourself. You could think yourself out of any situation. It just takes focus, patience, and belief, and a strong will to want to win, to want to overcome anything you've been through. Righteous rising to everyone. I hope everyone has a beautiful day. If you up, blessings, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. Always show gratitude, because whatever you're complaining about is someone that will die for what you're complaining about. Someone right now, somewhere, is praying for the same things that you're complaining about. So be grateful. Show gratitude. Because why would the Creator give you more of something that you're complaining about, that you're not grateful for? Why would He, if you're complaining now, why would He give you more stuff to complain about? Look around. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for your possession. Be grateful for your blessings. Be grateful for your challenges. Be grateful. Be grateful. Even if you're going through it right now, still show gratitude. Always show gratitude. Be grateful. Focus on you. Self-improvement. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay to focus on you. If you don't improve yourself, who will? If you don't pour into you, who will? If you don't believe in you, who will? If you don't master your mind, how can you master the outside world? Work on yourself every day. Work. Don't just go to work and be the best employee. Don't just go wherever. Make sure you be the best you to you. Make sure you're also working on mastering who you are. mastering your thoughts, mastering your abilities, and owning your skills, owning your abilities, and working on yourself every day. Every day we got to work on ourselves. Every day we got to work on ourselves. Every day. Every day. Make sure you work on yourself. Don't let a day go by without making sure you work on your self-improvement. Don't let a day go by without working on your self-improvement. You only get one of these things called life. You only get one of these things called life. Make sure you're working on yourself. Got to make sure. No matter what you do, make sure you're working on you. And keep fighting. Just keep showing up. Keep showing up. Show up today. Show up. Showing up is half the battle. Just show up. Yeah, I know. It's hard. You don't want to. You don't feel like it. I know. But show up anyway. Get some momentum going. Show up anyway. Show up anyway. Because one thing for sure, time is going to pass. Time is going to pass no matter what. Time is going to pass no matter what. That is for sure. So show up. Make sure you show up. Show up. Make sure you keep showing up, all right? Keep showing up. That's half the battle. And show up with intention. Find your purpose. I don't care. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to finish the race. It's about finishing. Like Nipsey Hussle said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, man. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. All right? And always remember, everything that you see, that you can see with your eye, that you can visually see, was once impossible until it was done. Remember, everything that you can touch, feel, see was once impossible until it was done. I'm going to leave you with that. Write your own history or someone will write it for you. Stay righteous.